Welcome to Free Beer Friday, powered in part by the Bearded Monk and Classic of Denton. The views and opinions expressed by the show hosts and their guests are those of the show host and guests, and not necessarily those of the sponsors, DentonRadio.com, or the Denton Convention and Visitors Bureau. For more information, visit the Policies and Procedures page at DentonRadio.com.
My God, I'm going to get a beer. Did I get caught? I think I got caught. Hey, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Free Beer Friday. I'm your host, Ben Easley from the Bearded Monk. Look who's with me over here.
Oh, yay.
Who's this Mohawk person?
Betsy with the good hair. Yep. Y'all voted bowl cut, and I kept it for a full week like a good girl. And now
So impressed.
it's some sort of weirdness.
It looks cool.
Oh,
It looks really cool.
Captain Marvel. Isn't that what she's wearing now?
Yes.
Oh.
Good choice.
That's what I was
choice.
thinking.
I am so jealous
Brian
right
Burton,
now.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
So
there it is.
actually,
Nice
this is a
segue.
cool show for me because I get to fangirl a little bit because these guys are awesome and they work for an awesome brewery. And also, Brian was my first mentor in brewing because before there was a Hop
What?
and Sting, he was the head brewer of Union Bear.
Nice.
We started
And-
at the same time.
Okay.
And
All right.
he decided to teach me some things, and now I'm still rocking that
Now
mess. And
Rock.
well, I was gonna say rocking that S, but I'm not supposed to curse on this show. So still there doing the things, and he's off doing amazing things. So we're here tonight to talk about Hop and Sting.
Yes. Okay, so who's with us?
Yeah, we got Brian Burton over here,
Oh,
as
this
introduced by
guy.
Betsy.
Still your job.
I'm Michael Weldon. You've heard my name like 5 times on the show, but you never met me.
Unofficially.
Yeah.
There you go. And then I'm Lane Joseph, one of the other ones.
Nice. And stay tuned tonight because you will get Lane's address.
All right, you might know me.
For the
It's
after
Lane
party.
of the Hot Tub After Parties.
Lane
right.
of the Hot Tub
So,
After
yeah.
Party. Yep.
Hot tub
Tonight's the
after
final
party.
piece of the puzzle where we give you the address.
Nice.
And then you show up at his house.
The last digit of the address.
Right. 3? Wait. Seven.
That was
Zero.
red herring. You have to stay for the whole show to see the answer.
Nice. Nice.
Nicely done, sir.
All right, guys. We've got things going on.
We do.
Y'all, you've been on the show before. We've talked about production. We've talked about where you're coming from. What's going on now? What's happening to date? If we want to catch people up.
One of the
Well, we
coolest things.
kicked Manhattan to the curb. No, just kidding. Their places. They're
They're
Fire.
offended.
Love you, Jeremy.
no, they're actually getting their place up and going. So they're starting to move out. So we're kind of transitioning away from having them a big part of our facility to kind of giving a little bit more space to folks like Trinity Forest, Toasty Bros, Happy Hippie, and maybe some
Other parties we
people.
cannot discuss at
Yes.
this time.
Oh, okay.
And
All
our
right.
stuff, so we can actually spread our wings a little bit.
Yeah, like
brew
today.
some more beer.
Today, my thing I'm most excited about. Brian, tell them what you brewed today.
I made a seltzer, like something.
Oh,
He made a
my
hard seltzer.
God.
Hey guys, that is
I've heard of this.
it is a
hard seltzer
gluten-free
before.
offering for people who can't have gluten. And at a brewery in Texas, usually it has gluten. That's a problem. But the seltzer is made with corn sugar, so according to the state of Texas, it is a beer. But it's gluten-free naturally.
Nice.
And we
Are
can
you
say
going to
that.
put fruit in it? How's it going to finish?
We're gonna have some flavors, yeah.
We're thinking Kool-Aid.
That's weird, but I like it.
love it.
Okay.
Did some
Let's drink it.
hard grape drink.
Yep.
All right.
Hard grape drink.
All right, but is somebody going to come through the drywall like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be Kevin or Michael. Or Michael.
I'll just do it.
Nice.
All I can say is
I want to film that video. Oh, nice. Nice. Wait, so when are we going to see that on the market?
Oh, who knows?
Market a while.
Well, right now it's just the tap room. We're just goofing around with it, and we'll see.
So if anybody
There's-
wants to have it, they have to go to the tap room in Grapevine.
Yeah.
Right. now.
906 Jean Street, Grapevine, Texas 76051.
That's
Located
not
right
where
off
the
of
hot
downtown
tub party
Main Street.
is. Don't listen to him.
And if people like it, we'll get a label for it, and we can send it out, willy nilly.
Oh, I love this.
on.
I love this.
Hello,
All right,
Alonzo.
But will you call it, oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh no. And then why don't you talk about the Hop and the Sting series?
Oh yeah, we're finally getting on the bus
Separated?
of doing the rotating hop series for IPAs.
You doing smashes or just rotating.
Well, so we're
They
gonna
may
so-
be a smash, but not explicitly.
So we're still debating on the name, but so it's either going to be the Hop series and Sting series, or the Frog series and Scorpion series, based off of our name.
Frog and
So
Scorpion.
one's
vote for
going to
that.
be more of your low bitterness hazy IPAs, and the Sting one's going to be the more of your traditional West Coast kind
Punch
of,
you in the face.
Yeah, something that's got that little nice hop bite to it that there's a few of us old folks still seem to enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Coast
I
still
feel like
has
they're
a
coming
place.
back. I really feel like they're coming back.
You
like
think?
I think we're finally starting to fall off of the hazy train just slightly, and people are coming back to their appreciation of that true hop bitterness, those malty West Coast, resinous, piney.
Okay.
Drinking a
it's-
pine tree.
Yeah.
I'm definitely finding more of those
At the very
out in
least,
the
we're
wild.
going to be rotating through them, have it, a couple different ones,
Play
coming
around.
out. Yeah.
But the point is that it's going to be a series.
And if you guys want to comment, let us know. Hazy or hoppy?
Yeah.
How about that?
We should start a
or
vote.
not hazy.
Juicy or hoppy? How about
Yeah.
that?
But yeah, so there's that, and we got a few other things on the burner.
Yeah, some new canned beers coming out.
What?
One I'm.
Well, we're some old new old
Yeah,
ones.
well, I guess new beers to cans. That is to say.
Okay.
Or for us, so we're actually going to resurrect a kind of a favorite of some. Sir William's Brown Ale is coming back to cans.
In cans?
In cans.
I mean, we've got it on draft right now at the Bearded Monk, but
Sure.
I was wondering
Yeah.
when that would come back because people love it.
And we got a fun can.
it's a
It's-
solid
You can't
brown.
win GABF medals
Yeah.
and just retire a thing. You
no.
got to
Well,
keep
that's
that around.
that's why it stuck around.
Yeah.
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 But
Right on.
So that's going to be in cans.
Okay,
or-
so also we've got to talk about GABF, Great American Beer Fest. This is the Super Bowl of beer in America. So
you mean
win
the
a-
big game?
Oh,
Yeah, we're not allowed.
oh God, fine. You win a medal at that, though. You are the best in the nation. That's amazing.
Well,
that's absolutely.
It's
amazing.
cool, but at the end of the day, the only ones that really matter are, if you win an IPA. So it's as cool as it was when some of us were with Grapevine in Sir Williams, which is what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It won a gold in 2014 and a silver in 2016. It was great to be a part of that, and it's a fantastic beer in our opinion, but. At the end of the day, it's a brown ale, and it's hard to get people excited about brown ales.
Mm-hmm.
So humble, so humble.
But it's like, when it comes to winning those medals, and it's basically IPA or I don't know. The stout medals are I think people pay attention to those.
I will,
but it's the
I will
IPA
say,
medals.
yeah, in the
That's
brown
where the
ale
real
category, there
attention
was maybe
comes
like what was it, like a couple hundred entries in the whole family tree, but then in the IPAs there was like a few thousand.
Well, no, I think IPA category. I think it was
Hazy alone, there were like 600.
it was 600. I think hazy IPA and American IPA. They're like neck and neck, like 500,
Yeah.
500-600 plus.
I know, not this past year, but the last year, the record was set for the largest
And I-
category.
yeah.
It was like
and they broke
650
it,
of
and they broke
hazy
it, and they
IPAs.
broke it again.
Did they?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
it's getting
lot
bigger
of
and bigger.
booze.
But I don't think that
But if you
that
win,
makes
if you
the
win
brown
it,
ale category unimportant.
No.
It's still important.
Yeah.
It's still definitely something to celebrate.
He's
It's
just very humble.
yeah, right. Well, it's just a smaller category. It's not the
but you
end
still get
thing, but it's
yeah,
still
I know, but you still get people who drink it. And it's like, oh, that beer sucks. It's average. It just bah. So it's unfortunate that, but hopefully it
Well,
gets
it's
to.
fun in the people that love it, right? If you love a brown, you want to go for the best brown.
Well, absolutely,
possible.
and it's and hopefully
It is a
it gets
good
to the
brown.
point where I think maybe people start getting palate fatigue of the big stouts, the big IPAs, and they start looking for the subtlety of kind of your classic styles like your brown ales or like
Yeah.
a Vienna lager or English bitter or
that's kind of where I am right now. I love IPAs. I am an IPA girl. Like that's how I got into beer was pale ales, a lot of years ago. But I'm now looking for things that are to style. Like a Pilsner may not be my favorite beer, but if a Pilsner is well done and without flaw and to style, I am here for that.
Yeah,
and
it's hard
I
to hi-
love that. So
and it's hard to
hopefully-
hide a flaw in a pilsner.
Oh, absolutely. And that is part of the art of
IPA,
not
you-
only a light beer but a light lager specifically. You can't hide that.
Yeah, if
behind
you
dry
mess,
hops and stuff.
yeah, if you mess up on IPA, you just throw more hops in there and change the name.
Like, it's some juice now.
Oh, it's dry
Here's
hopped.
some mango puree. It's fine. Yeah, you can't mess up a Pilsner. And I don't feel like you could really mess up, or you can mess up a Pilsner easily. You can't hide it. I feel like the same is true with a brown ale.
In
Like,
that same vein, I'm going to segue that into our other beer that we're going to be finally releasing in cans, and that is Aluminum Cowboy.
Yeah.
I've been
I've
hearing
been-
about
yeah.
this non-stop
I am
from this guy.
Very excited
Is
about
this
this
your
beer.
is this your light guy?
This is our light
your
guy.
crispy boy? It's your
Our-
crispy
yeah.
boy.
It's our crispy boy. What are the stats on it, Brian?
It's going to be about, I think, 4.2% alcohol and about, I think,
Like 100?
about 100 calories and about maybe
Four.
three or less carbs.
So is this your
perfect.
what's the lightest beer you got? Is
Yes,
this,
Yeah,
is
this
this what we're
is the
going
lightest
for?
beer, and it,
Yeah.
no adjuncts.
Yeah,
so,
no corn, no
so,
rice.
So it's
Nice.
going to be fun. So on the can, there was that big drama between Miller Coors and Bud Light, where they're like, this something about, was it rice versus
Yeah,
corn
use
syrup?
corn.
something
Like,
that.
we'll use.
So I
use
just
rice.
put
Guess what?
So I put
We don't do it.
I put
all.
on big letters on the back, no rice, no corn syrup, no corporations, made in Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Nice.
tried to have the label as minimal as possible. It's just basically an all silver can, Aluminum Cowboy, a couple stars on it. On the back, it's like no rice, no corn, no BS, light beer.
All right. How do you feel like this is going to go over in Texas?
Oh.
You're moving this in Texas constantly.
I mean, so I sell a lot of Buffalo Thunder here in town because we did a lot of that for.
Buffalo
fans.
Thunder. Forget y'all.
That's our unfiltered pills.
Yes.
Made for whom?
Buffalo Bills fans.
No.
In Texas.
I'm sorry. If y'all
We
are
have
still
those?
tuning in at this point.
Apparently.
Yeah.
We're
That's
gonna
a
keep
football
talking
team,
about
I've
beer.
heard.
Oh boy.
Go sports ball.
Yeah, they're in the north.
No, it'll go nuts. Like it'll be the next competition for probably what I hope is going to be Dallas Blonde, like PBR. Like I'm just trying to move it off of people's walls, which is great because I did kick Dallas Blonde off somewhere.
Oh, just the easy drinking
Yeah.
beer. Yeah.
So I would like a beer.
We're going
that
after the
classifies it.
Denton favorite, Montucky Coast
Yeah.
Cold Snacks. It's
What?
going down.
Good luck, baby.
Shots fired.
Look. Dude, that's the way of the world, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of us are moving toward going back to this very easy drinking
Yeah.
realm, right?
Well, it's
That-
like
We're
I tell
going
you.
back to what our traditions were.
That,
Yeah.
and as we get older, we realize that good beer, as much as we love it, makes us fat.
Yeah.
And sometimes we want to drink
Whoops.
more than 2 or 3 of them.
can't-
Maybe you want to drink 5 or 6 beers in a sitting, and you got to have those light beers for
Yeah,
that.
for some people it's
Okay.
calories. For some people it's ABV. If you
Or
want to
when-
be able to drink more than one and drive a place.
Or or when you're
That
if,
too.
if you're going to be on the lake, sitting in in an inner tube going down the river or something like that, or fishing or
So
something like
you're
that.
going to hydrate the people of
Gotta
Texas.
hydrate.
Yes.
Hydrate. It's
Nice.
hot here. It's 1,000 degrees
You
9
ever,
months
you
out
ever
here.
tried tubing with a bag of wine?
Why would you do that to yourself?
Well, it starts out great, and then you wake up with a sunburn and somewhere downriver.
Except just the bag of wine imprints on your old red belly.
This weird white shape on your tum tum. Oh.
But yeah,
buddy.
I'm really excited about that beer personally. Between that and then the seltzer in the tap room, those are 2 new things that are kind of outside of our normal. We're known for our IPAs and our fun IPAs, that is, and then some of our crazier beers like the Maple Frigid Underworld available at the Bearded Monk.
Which I'm doing a pairing with tonight.
Good placement.
Yeah, I believe it's the first beer of Christmas.
It is. This is the first beer of Christmas.
Yeah, so, we do some fun stuff out there, but, sometimes people, like he said, want something that you can drink more than 5 of.
Fair enough.
So please explain to
I
the
am gonna
people
go
who
try to
don't
drink
know
5
what
of
Frigid
those.
Underworld is, what the base beer is, and how you added the maple.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's Brian's
yeah.
territory.
Frigid Underworld is our Imperial Stout. It
So tasty.
usually has espresso in it, and for the Maple Frigid Underworld, we kept the espresso stout, and we added maple syrup and cinnamon to it.
And
So
that
just straight maple syrup, like into the fermenter?
Well,
How
it
does that
was
work?
we dosed them in individual kegs. So it's so I just made a batch of the regular one and 1 keg at a time. I add the maple syrup.
What?
So I
One keg at a time?
So yeah,
Yes.
so it's
Yes.
Super limited
So I
then.
did it. So I ended up doing a blend. So I wanted to be fancy and use really real maple syrup.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got some cinnamon sticks in there, and I kind of
Called some Canadians.
You
you
stew them
called
together.
some cinnamon.
But here's the thing:
You're
is like
okay, eh?
Stickers.
real maple syrup. I mean, it's wonderful, but it doesn't like when you mix it with something, it doesn't
come
stand
through.
out.
Yeah.
So I ended up having to cheat a little bit and add some somewhat not so real maple syrup in there to give it the maple aroma to come out.
That full flavor.
Yeah, because like
the
I'm like
full
basically
I prefer the
if,
term maple extract.
if I was to use like like real maple syrup, like half the keg would be maple syrup. Now I'm sure there's some people who wouldn't complain, but
I'm getting real
But those
thirsty
people would have
and/or hungry.
diabetes.
pour it on your
When
pancakes.
You pull the giraffe handle and it just blurk.
Yeah.
Well, and I
Blump.
bet it would either not
Fud.
stay in solution, or if you added it during fermentation, it would just ferment
Well,
out. And
it
would
kinda
definitely
go away.
ferment
it
out.
depends. Like so, basically, this is the first time we've been playing around with variants for this beer, and mostly these, things that I've been doing. It's more of it to get inspirations for what we might do next year on a larger scale. So that's why I'm kind of trying to find the right mix of using the best ingredients I can find with maybe trying to supplement that with ingredients that actually make an effect. And then how do I replicate that next year on a larger scale as opposed to doing it one keg at a time.
Right.
So it's kind of a fun thing to kind of play around with. And so next year, when we do it again, we'll it'll be different, but hopefully be just as good, and we'll see how that goes.
Well, that's part of the charm of craft breweries is you may not get exactly the same thing. You're not Budweiser. We're not expecting you to brew the same exact beer all over the country. It's part of the charm of it. Like next year it comes out, it's a little different, maybe a little better.
If only we could get my mom to grow that maple syrup.
Yeah. There's a joke.
Explanation there.
You want to give us a background?
So my mom, she grows the.
Wait,
who is
now?
here in the studio
Who now?
somewhere?
Was so
No.
there-
Where'd she go?
She left you. She doesn't
Oh.
love you
She was
anymore.
poor.
Your mother left you.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
left me.
"This guy."
She grows the sage in Remedio, and she also has grown some of the hibiscus for our hibiscus IPA that she's done. She grows all of our ultra hots for our pepper beers, which I don't know if you've tried the latest one, the
Yeah, I gave some to
7
them,
Pot
yeah.
Congo Ghost Pepper beer, which is a little insane.
Get you guys.
She grows those as well. And then she's pretty much if you can grow it in Texas, she's grown it for us for our beers.
Doesn't a Denton
on.
establishment have the 7 Ghost Mango?
Yeah, Harvest House actually does. Yeah.
Ooh.
So if you like
Yeah.
really hot stuff, try that.
It was nice. It wasn't. I wouldn't say really hot.
You might have had the first
It had
batch.
some
Yeah.
spice to it, but-
it's got heat but not to the point where it's going to like hurt. Yeah, I mean, but I would say it's much hotter than, let's say, like a habanero sculpin.
Yeah, it'd be nice on tacos.
Well, because the habanero's
all
only
I'm
like
saying.
100,000 Scoville.
Yeah, but it's
We're
Yeah,
using
but-
million plus Scoville.
Even the habanero sculpin.
Don't throw out the desk measure. You've got to define what a Scoville is.
Well, a Scoville unit is how many tablespoons of water it takes to render 1 unit inert.
oh my goodness,
Really?
that was
Is that
delightful.
really what it
Yes.
stands for?
Is that-
I'm just like, that means
We're
it's
like,
really
what?
hot, man.
And
What does it taste on your mouth?
when I say unit, I believe it's a gram. So a gram of pepper, it takes that many tablespoons to render inert. So 10,000 for like your hot peppers, 100,000 for like habaneros and some of the really hot stuff, million for ghosts and whatnot up.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Which I forget if you translate that into gallons, but it's a lot.
That's a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
No, but that was
it's
that
been
was
surprisingly
nice.
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People have been liking it a
was
lot.
spicy, but it wasn't overpowering.
I might retcon my statement. It might be gallons per tablespoon,
And
but I think that almost works out about the same for tablespoons per
Jake?
gram.
Jake, can we get a check on this?
Yeah.
Just
Can we get a
double check
fact
this.
check?
Fact check that.
I don't think this guy knows.
But the fun thing about using ultra hots instead of using like jalapenos or even habaneros is that you get the heat, but you don't have that vegetal. Sometimes a lot of the chili beers you have, it
Tastes like bell peppers.
Yeah, it tastes like someone put Tabasco or something like that in the beer.
Yeah.
And it's like, I
Yeah.
don't want to drink that.
Yeah, I've had some beers that had a really good flavor, but yeah, it comes along with that kind of vegetal.
I don't like pepper
hangs around
flavor.
afterwards.
I like just the heat from a pepper
Yeah,
if I'm
want
going
the
to put
heat
it in a beer.
Yeah, heat
Like I like it in
needs,
food.
needs to blast
Right.
you, and then
It's
you want to
different.
taste the beer.
Okay, wait. Now hold on. I want the flavor without the spice.
Oh no.
Oh, you're
I
a
am
crazy
such
person.
That's called a bell pepper.
Sissy.
That's a bell
Yeah,
pepper.
exactly. Yes.
You want banana
I
and bell
will-
peppers.
I will cut up a bell pepper and cook it with a
Just eat
steak.
Wonder Bread and shut up.
So, okay, if you guys want to chime in, I want to know: is it spice or is it flavor? Let me know. That's it.
It depends on the vehicle,
both.
man. If it's in my fajita, I want both. If it's in my beer, I want the heat.
What?
If it's a poblano,
I'm
I
gonna
want-
let everybody chime in on this.
Everybody. Chime.
All right, they're all gonna tell you to eat Wonder Bread and shut up.
Do not validate her.
Non-smooth
Don't do
segue. Devil and Johnny J.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That was the beer I was telling
So
you about
that's
earlier
next
today.
that's the next
The
IPA
what?
up.
What?
Devil and Johnny J is it's going to be our new double IPA. It's 9.2% ABV, and it's going to be kind of a no coast. It's not going to be a hazy or a true West Coast.
Is
It's
that
going to be
trademarked? No coast.
Oh, there she is.
and it's going to be so it's going to
your
have it's going to have a little
mommy.
it's going to have aspects of kind of West Coast and Northeast IPA. It's going to have some citrusy notes to it, but going to have maybe a little bit of maltiness as well. So it should be really a nice, fun beer that should appeal to a large group of people.
When can people expect that?
First quarter 2020.
It'll be in January.
We just got the stickers today, so it's gonna be a little bit.
Draft soon, cans some point.
But more importantly, stickers.
Stickers.
When do the stickers hit the market?
I want to know when the stickers for
So-
the shaved monk,
Oh, forget you.
the half-shaved monk, are coming out.
It's called the
Where's
stubble
Brian
monk.
Levings?
It's the
Brian
stubble monk.
Levings. When these coming out?
You missed the shout-outs, Mom.
We did stubble monk, but this is stubble monk. Did you miss
Yeah.
half-shaved monk?
How about
was there for it, yeah.
Mohawk Betsy?
This isn't even a mohawk.
Bowl cut Betsy.
No, it's not.
just-
It's not. Oh, bowl cut Betsy. That would have been so nice. I would have paid for those.
Although I think
Actually,
You're dead to me.
what if she did a flat top?
Oh, well, I mean, it's kind of it's high and tight.
I'm not
She
volunteering
could
my
be in the
hair next
military
year.
right
Next year,
now.
it's Lane's mustache that gets volunteered. Okay.
which I did like 3 weeks early, apparently.
Yeah,
Right.
forget you, sir.
I found
No one told me.
I found another comparison, an '80s comparison. Rocky IV, Ivan Drago's wife.
Yeah, someone said that earlier today.
That is awesome.
What do you?
That is awesome.
What?
What is that? Oh God, what was her name?
Sorry, we're born in the 80s. We don't
It's actually Stallone's wife, or one
Red
of them.
Sonja. What was her name?
This is the time when the old people are just like, "Ugh, old movie reference.
Remember back in
We're
the
just like,
day.
well,
We need a
anyway.
reference.
I remember in my time.
The first movie I watched was Jurassic Park.
Okay. Yes.
The first one
so,
I remember in the
baby.
theater.
Okay, you read those. Read
yeah,
those.
well, the Scoville
I'm gonna
Unit's
look
based on
this
the
up real
concentration
quick.
capsaicin. Well, he looked it up. I saw the Wikipedia article. What was,
Yeah. Oh, who is
did
this?
you find out what a Scoville unit was?
Who are you? Tell
And yes,
us.
that's absolutely
Yep,
Betsy.
there you go.
Yeah, that's a lot better than the one that he was trying to do. But what was
Although
the
she might look more like Ivan Drago.
what was the Wikipedia on Scoville?
Bridget Nielsen.
He had it. He had it. I swear. Hey,
no.
now that to me, is there anything
pull
you've
up
grown other than
images?
sage, hibiscus, and hot peppers for the beers? You can figure it out. You think about that.
Do the math.
I need
believe in
an
you.
image of Bridget Nielsen
Why?
right now.
Why are you like
Because-
this?
That is.
He actually had one up a little bit ago.
I feel bad, but this is better than my comments earlier.
I quit.
Yeah.
Free beer Friday, something beer related. All
There you
right, so
go.
we had a.
Yes.
Okay, so we had Devil and Johnny J. We talked about the seltzer. We talked
we
about
got
Lemon Cowboy.
we got Burton on Trinity.
There it
Burton,
is.
Burton.
Burton on Trinity. So instead,
Oh,
The first
that
beer
was
we ever
really good.
Yeah, the first beer we ever bottled.
Yeah, bottle conditioning the version is gonna
we
come
got
out.
the bombers.
Not only that, but we have
What?
cake conditioned, so you'll actually have like basically cask conditioned beer in a regular Sankey keg.
Just like he
Okay.
was talking about, individual keg action.
Okay, where is this? I want it.
It's at the brewery.
It's still conditioning, friend.
Yeah, it's almost done. We cracked open a couple bottles the other day, and actually they're about there.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
there. It's like at a 2.4, you know.
Maybe a 2-3.
Well,
But it's English. It's supposed to be that low.
and we're talking about volumes of CO2 for those of you not in the know.
No, that was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's definitely beer meant to be aged too. So I mean, like we're gonna hold on to a few bottles and a few kegs, till next year.
And I'm going to gold wax dip about 2 cases for taproom only.
I want to come to
Sorry.
that party. I want to
Taproom
come to that party. I want to go to a waxing party.
You just want to do it because you want to wax everything possible.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna be so awesome.
I'm gonna take your keys and wax them. You're never gonna use them again.
That's okay. I can still
You
hit
want
the
to be careful
button
what
after
kind
I
of
dip
waxing party you're walking into.
Oh God.
I didn't say
You might
key
leave with
party.
less- no, you just might leave with less body hair than you came in with.
She's
that's
talking
all.
about the waxing party.
It'll look nice.
Yep, they might take
real
care of
nice.
this.
Keep your story straight. Did you shock this guy for a hairless body or what?
Oh.
You got real quiet, real quick.
Oh no, I'm just taking it all in.
These hooligans.
Okay.
These
did,
children.
Did we forget a beer?
Let's see.
Burton on Trinity, Aluminum Cowboy.
Oh, we're doing
Oh,
different
no.
versions of Burton as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Right.
we have
Wait,
we have
what?
a barrel aged version that's sitting in barrels right now.
Oh
yeah.
yes, the barrels that we the same,
Nobody told me about
the
that.
same
how dare you? Yes,
bourbon
I did.
barrels that we use.
You
for
have
the,
ADD.
You,
Fair
you
enough.
may have seen the Frigid Underworld bourbon barrel aged version. It looks very similar to this can.
Oh.
But in brown, because it's been sitting for about somewhere between 4 and 6 months, depending on the barrels, because smaller barrels take a little less time. In these bourbon barrels from Tawakara, which is the distillery in Grapevine, we literally helped them get their barrels empty, brought them over to the brewery, filled them with beer, let it age for a little while, and then mixed it all together, and then put it into kegs and cans, and oh boy. It's labeled at 11.3%, and that is totally what we're sticking with.
Yes.
Woo!
But it's a beefy boy, and it is delightful. And, I think it is also available at the Bearded Monk for sale in
There
4-packs.
are
Yes,
4-packs
in the
there.
4-packs. Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Yes.
Thanks. You owe me a beer.
Oh.
Wait, are we going to see more frigid variants?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah,
Feels
we're
like
gonna
that's
have
where it's
the
going.
yeah. So we have the
Yeah, we're going to do a
we've
Fruity
done-
Pebbles,
Peanut
Nerds.
butter,
Yeah,
pumpkin spice, and maple.
Yeah, we're actually going to take do a maple version of the bourbon.
Yeah.
That's on the docket.
Wait,
Nice.
what now?
Yeah.
I have not heard
Bourbon barrel
anything
maple
about
This
this.
is
Frigid
new.
Underworld.
This is new. It's going to be months.
Yeah,
Because
that's
we
yeah.
just put the latest batch
yeah.
into the barrel, so it's going to be a few
How
months off.
many months is the question?
3 to 5.
And then
Sorry, bud.
you're gonna do a
Sorry,
Mex-
that's going to be the easiest thing for me to
You
ever
don't want
sell.
less than that. Yeah.
we'll do like a Mexican hot chocolate version.
What?
Oh, that is
Yes.
delightful. He made this like Mexican hot chocolate concentrate mix from scratch. He pieced together all sorts of
it's not,
stuff,
It's not done yet. It's not chocolatey enough.
but it's so good. I tried just like a
Not
of
spicy
it,
enough either.
and it was amazing. So, have you ever had like an Aztec coffee?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So imagine that, and then like the abuelita hot chocolate. So imagine that and that came together
yes.
and made some sort of really, really delightful
Aggressively.
coffee. Yeah, it's
Delicious, baby.
Yeah, so,
delicious, baby.
yeah, so we'll play around with that as we go forward, and then the Burton Ale too. Like we have the barrel aged version of that, maybe some variation of that
Yeah.
as well.
We talked about next year canning some of the variants. Not
Oh
sure.
yeah,
I mean, we just canned the bourbon
Yeah.
barrel aged for the first time ever.
yeah.
Yeah.
That thing has gone like
yeah.
hotcakes.
It,
Yeah,
it,
and
it has
you
from
even
our
sent me-
storage too, because I think we're down to like a handful of cases.
Yeah,
and
oh,
we
yeah.
literally canned it like 2 days before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, John told
Nice.
us to stop
That's
selling it because he's like, we got to keep some in the tap room for people to buy.
It went turbo fast.
Nice.
Granted, I mean, it is like a 6-month beer, so,
Right.
But it's been delicious.
it
yeah,
is
but
delicious.
barrel aged
It's
stuff
this-
is where it's at, and it's the perfect season to release it too.
I'd argue that the barrel age is more important than a big IPA.
But, other than those, I think we got two more beers that have labels that we're just waiting to kind of get the packaging ready and just plan on when we're going to release them. Would be the Natural 20, which we had
my baby!
We had some draft version of it out
There-
last
my
week.
baby.
Yeah.
You got to bring it back. You can't just drop the name and then walk away with the story. What is the Natural 20?
It's a Belgian trip.
Well, it was a Belgian triple,
it was?
but we're keeping the ABV the same as a triple.
Still gonna
And
be a
it's
big boy.
Same.
It's technically the largest beer we've released.
It's still the same malt profile of the triple, and it's going to have the honey in it as well. But we're instead of making it Belgian, we're going to do a Kvik yeast strain to it, which is kind of a
What's
it's a Norwegian yeast strain that's kind of an odd duck when it comes to yeast cultures. It's it's fun, like it's cool like a Belgian, to where you can just let it rip and not worry about any temperature controls whatsoever, and it'll ferment really fast
It just
and
goes and does what it
yeah.
wants to
So
do.
it'll give a similar character, but it won't be as strong. It won't be as spicy as a Belgian yeast strain. It's going to be more. Apparently, it gives more tropical fruit notes.
Okay.
So a lot of people like it a lot. It's kind of a lot of the beer nerds on like some of the homebrew forums and and mixed fermentation
There are
forums.
people that are using it for hazies
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
too, because of those fruit notes. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Well,
So
so
s-
what does the end product look like? What does it
What
taste
does it
like?
look like?
Oh God, forget you, man. Forget you.
well, it's going to look like a triple, but it's going to.
it'll be a golden,
It's not going to be Belgian.
slightly.
So it's probably going to be
clear.
so basically we'll probably describe it as like an imperial golden ale or something like that.
Okay, but what I'm assuming there's going to be some transition here. What?
We're just going to let it rip, like all of our beers.
It's
What
been
did
gone
you-
for a year. It's
Yeah.
it's my baby because I named it and I love it so much because we're.
And it's just going wild at this point.
I love D&D, so it's called Natural 20 after like the die you roll
I see.
in.
Yeah.
So it's
And-
a D20.
And a
'cause
D20,
you're a
and when you
nerd.
roll a natural 20, nat 20, holla out, is when you get the 20, and that's like whatever you just tried to do, you did it. You're like, I seduced the dragon, nailed it.
Oh. That's aggressive. Okay.
I mean, yes, it is, especially against a red dragon.
it's
You know who
gonna
I'm talking about.
fuel it all.
Yeah,
yeah, and
But-
last but not
it's
least,
my baby.
we're going to do. We have a special treat for the city of Denton. It's something that we've been wanting to release for a while.
Are you
It's-
announcing it? Are you
Yeah.
gonna announce it?
Wait, what now?
Yes.
Wait, are you gonna
What?
announce it on the air?
Oh, yeah.
It's Big Trouble and Little D.
Yeah.
Sounds dirty.
I feel like I've.
It's another one of those.
failed.
It's another old movie you haven't seen yet.
Wow. Cool.
But it's one of the greatest. It's one of the greatest, cult classics with Kurt Russell, Big Trouble in Little China. But
Nice.
instead Little D.
So-
a lot of
And
fun.
it's a
I feel
uh,
like one of y'all is going to buy a truck, a big truck,
yeah.
and
Pork Chop
I get
Express.
I get to ride on the back end of it.
that's Brian. Brian's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt Russell's character, his last name was Burton.
Oh, this is gonna be an epic video.
That I did not remember.
That's why I like that movie
So-
so much.
Yeah,
If
checks
y'all
out.
haven't seen the movie, go watch
Big Trouble in
in
Little
Little
China.
China.
Oh, it's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Is it sad that I identify with the guy that's throwing the electricity around?
Yeah,
like
I thought you would have
Lightning
identified the
character.
little girl.
No, I
and
want
then he balloons up and explodes.
So which came first, that movie or Mortal Kombat? Because those characters.
that movie, that movie,
Yeah,
very
because-
clearly, it came
so
like
those like
a decade before.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat characters, like the dudes with look like they have laundry baskets on their head.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
I think
they're
you're talking
from-
about Raiden. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah, but there
Yes.
was like two
The
characters.
God of
Yes.
Thunder.
Yeah, but that character was in Big Trouble in
But
Little
it's the
China.
dude.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, he is.
he rolls
He's-
out.
he's
and
absolutely
He
Raiden.
starts throwing
Yep.
lightning
Yep.
every
Checks
which
out.
way.
Checks out.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't he have like really long fingernails and stuff?
No, that was Egg Shen. No, not Egg Shen, but that was a good guy.
Come on, 80s man.
This week on Free
bad guy.
Beer Friday,
The bad
nerds
guy.
talk about things that nobody knows about.
The youngest person here has nothing to say.
It's just you.
All right. So if anybody's questioning what's being said here, watch Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, actually, and I'm not that old, and I even like that movie.
It's delightful.
Yep.
It is absolutely.
It's older
delightful.
than me. I think it's a 1986 film. So
No, it's not that old.
I bet it
might be.
is.
Go watch
Hey,
and go check.
86 is
Search
not old.
Facebook right now. Oh, I'm gonna go watch that movie when I get home.
I might
Yeah.
too. I might just too.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell,
we
he's
got
a
a plan.
trucker. He gets in trouble in Little Chinatown, and things ensue.
Yeah.
You like that?
I
You like that?
It's
also
so
good.
diminutive.
It also has
And
Kim
things
Cattrall in it
ensue.
too.
Yeah. If you
Oh
like,
my gosh, she's the queen.
if you
No,
like
she's,
the movie
uh,
Gremlins,
She's the
Yeah.
Yas,
Yeah.
queen.
the reporter.
She gets caught up in all that stuff.
ha!
Wait, what?
Big
what
Trouble
is-
in Little China, 1986.
Called it.
Wait, who said that?
Lopan.
Who is this?
Lopan is the bad guy's name.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Whatever, nerd.
And you can still chime in right now and let us know what you think about Big Trouble in Little China. Wait, what are we
what?
looking at? I can't read that far.
We're all
Jake, say it. Oh, that is totally validated right now. 1986.
Triple checked, even.
Because earlier today, my mom was watching a special about the making of Dirty Dancing, and it was like other movies that came out that year. I think were that and Top Gun.
That came out. Dirty Dancing was in '86.
Well, it ended up being 87, but that was when they started development on it.
But even then, I
Nice.
thought
It has a crazy
And
story.
Top Gun?
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, Top Gun was definitely like mid '80s.
Really?
Yeah, she was watching this crazy, like, there's this show on Netflix.
early
Apparently, it was
80s.
1986.
Something beer.
year.
Beer.
Somebody fact check this.
You
please.
validate
Come
this?
on.
Yeah. Top Gun,
We got the thumbs up from Lane's
Dirty
mom.
Dancing, and Big Trouble in Little China.
The '80s were
All
obviously the
same-
pinnacle of American
same
cinema.
time period?
Big Trouble
Big
in
Trouble
Little
in Little
China.
China. Yeah.
Oh, she validated it.
Yep.
That's,
Lane's mommy says yes.
that's 3 validations right there. And Lane's mommy. That is the
Top
that's
Gun
the
86.
authority.
Whoever this is commenting, yes. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you very much. All right.
I think that's it.
I'll be
No,
honest.
Any other
I-
beers?
I'm
Any
not
other
a
beers?
I want to go watch 80s movies now.
Yep.
Are
Well,
we doing this?
we need
they're
an
beers.
80s movie
Oh,
night
they're
at the Monk,
beers.
but for now, we've got, some
What you need to
Papa
do-
Sting beers. At
I'm
the
gonna
Actually,
go get me
yeah.
a little
If we can go
snack.
further back.
Snack.
I think it was in 1980. This one came out.
Too old.
Flash Gordon.
That was 12 years before I was born.
Yep. With the Queen soundtrack.
Flash Gordon.
I think this child has a lollipop with a scorpion or something in it. Is this a scorpion? What is in this?
Saves
lollipop?
every one of
us.
Cricket? What a little weirdo.
Worm. It's a worm.
Ew, it's a worm.
What did you go?
It's way
Don't
worse.
do that.
Whose
no.
kid is that? Oh, wait, it's my kid.
All right.
She's got a sassy little hippie out there.
We're going to go
Yeah.
drink some more.
Yes.
Let's do this. All right.
And get some
First beer of
snacks.
Christmas. It's starting right now.
And that first beer of Christmas is the Maple Frigid Underworld.
That was so. Wait, I feel like we should have froze there. I'm sorry.
No, we should have.
Jump in the air.
Yeah, we should have jumped in the air. Yeah, the slow-mo jump in the air. High five.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
You
Nailed
guys
it.
come join us. And if you can't make it out tonight, there's plenty going on for the next week and a half.
Oh, and hey, if you make it to Free Beer Friday, Juice Lab is here too.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna drink some juice.
They have chips and salsa out there.
Oh.
Chips and salsa.
There's a full meal
And
outside.
beer, yeah.
You can get a beer. You can get juice.
Yeah, you hungry?
You can drink
You
some
thirsty?
chips.
You sober?
Drink chips.
Come on down.
Drink salsa and eat chips.
Yep.
Yeah, there you
whatever.
go. All right, come on down. Join us. It's a chilly night.
Too bad you don't have hair to keep you warm.
I was trying to be coy.
Chilly night, but a pool party at Lane's apparently.
Oh, yes.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Come to Lane's
The
Hot Tub.
final digit is 0.
If you've been following the season, you will know the full address for the pool party.
Just the
tonight.
numerical.
With hot tub, mind you.
Yeah. Hot tub. Yeah, come on.
All right,
Except
we're
the
going
heater
over there.
broke.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's do this.
that's a
Wait,
cold tub.
what?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That is a cold tub.
all right.
No. All right.
We're going to party.
Do it.
I'm gonna yell so much stuff at your Lexi,
How
Alexa.
dare Lexi Martinez.
My Alexa, yes.
Oh.
Oh, and Lexi Martinez is doing food
Lexus!
tonight. Yeah,
He's
No.
talking about the Echo Dot that I have near my pool to play music on.
yeah. You just shout
Activated
stuff
by the
at her.
keyword Alexa.
If you scream at her, she plays.
Amazon
what
pay
you
me.
She'll set early morning alarms for you.
want. Yup.
So amazing.
Why did I think of that?
And creepy guys will hack into it and like watch you as you sleep.
Dude, they come. Someone keeps on saying "Okay
They're gonna hack
Google"
into your
on my radio,
pool
and it
cameras.
goes. My phone goes nuts about it, and I was like, "No, you're not allowed to do this through the radio."
All right, so come join us. We're gonna talk about OK Google,
Alexa,
Alexa,
buy a bunch of stuff.
Siri.
Siri,
Lane's broken hot tub.
Siri,
It's not broken.
open an appointment to come up here
It's
right
not
now.
broken. Give him your address, Lane.
I did. I gave them the last digit. If they've been paying attention, they know it. And
That's
they'll
right.
see me tonight
Right.
for the hot tub party.
0. Come on.
Nice. All right. And you guys enjoy. If we don't see you for the next week, you're missing out on so much fun. But we'll see you next
See
week.
Ben's hair before it grows back.
Bye.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton. Do you love live music? If so, make Denton, Texas your next vacation. Find more information at discoverdenton.com.